Regarding the Fantasy League, and we are looking ahead to week 11.
Regarding the Fantasy League.
Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Sing together.
That's an old joke.
This is
That's
taking
what
time. It's
yeah,
only week 11 of this, guys.
So yes, 11 weeks into the season, unbelievable. But yes, we are going to start off by discussing some of the key matchups in both in the league and in fantasy football this week. So we've each picked a game that we're going to discuss in some detail. So I don't know if Adam, if you want to start.
I can start if you want. My pick for the game of the week, just because of potential repercussions for one of these teams, is the Chiefs at the Broncos this week.
Oh, and is it 5-4 Chiefs?
5-4 Chiefs at the 8-2 Broncos.
Must win.
I find it really interesting because of the potential playoff permutations with it. Currently, the Chiefs have a 65% chance. That'll go dramatically down if they go 5-5 in a division with a team that's already 7-3 in the Chargers and would be 9-2 in the Broncos. The Ravens are climbing at the minute. Their probability of the playoffs is at 73% based on the soft schedule they have. That's going to rise. I still think the Steelers are a team that can win on any given week against anybody. So I don't think they're going to have a losing record. They never have under Mike Tomlin. So you're betting on them getting at least 9 wins. So you're thinking the Chiefs have to get 10 wins at least to get to the playoffs, which could be really interesting. Like their schedule, they're playing the Broncos, then they're playing the Colts. They play the Texans, and that's at home, but that's a tough defense. And Mahomes really struggled against that Bills defense whenever they got pressure. This is another thing why I feel it's interesting, this matchup. They're playing a team that's got 46 sacks this year. They're on pace for the record amount of sacks in a season.
Yeah, that's why your metrics are showing.
Yeah.
The defense being number one.
The favourites are the Chiefs. 63% of people are picking them to win. I think they're favourites by 3.5 points in the betting odds. But I just get a feeling that this could be the season that they just don't make the playoffs. The last time they didn't make the playoffs was 2012. That was a 2-14 season. That was the last time they didn't make the playoffs.
You can imagine like every Bills fan just hoping that Patrick Mahomes doesn't make the playoffs. Every Bills fan just being like, we can make the playoffs, we might do.
Yeah, well, if they drop to 5-5, as you say, it's going to be a far tougher path to the playoffs. And even if they do make it to the playoffs, they'll be away the whole way through the playoffs more than likely.
Oh, sorry, I actually got that wrong. It was 2014. Apologies, guys. But 2-12, 2012. They were 9-7 in 2014. Didn't make the playoffs. Still a good team. That was the last time they started the season 0-2. They started this season 0-2 as well. So the similarities are there as well.
Yeah. Was also the last time they lost to the Jags, because that could be.
There you are. It's all there, guys. They've won. I think it's interesting for the division as well. They've won the past 9 AFC West titles as well. From 2016. So there's a lot to talk about with it. I don't know what you guys think. Whether you think it could be do you have the Chiefs as a favorite in that game?
I would.
Everybody else seems to.
Who would I pick? If we pick the game,
I pick the Chiefs.
I would pick the Chiefs to win.
Mm-hmm.
Are you picking the Broncos?
I'm picking the Broncos to win.
The problem is I just can't rate the Broncos at the moment because
they're hard to get a gauge.
They're hard to that offense. Okay, defense is looking elite and record breaking, blah blah blah, amazing. Defense wins championships, but that offense is just I can't figure it out. They don't have a clue what's going on.
I still just think the Chiefs. You just if that comes down to a 1-score game towards the end of the game, which it more than likely will, because that's the way the Broncos are playing, that's the way the Chiefs are playing. You trust just Mahomes, ball in hand.
You do. Mahomes got sacked 10 times in the last 4 games. Doesn't bode well going into
like the most
Mile High Stadium where they're going up against the team with the most sacks. Pacheco likely not to play. Their run defense for Denver is 4th in the league, so they're going to have to rely on the pass. Whenever you get pressure at Mahomes, which the Bills did, and not necessarily a great defense, but got loads of pressure. He completed 15 of 34 passes against the Bills before the bye week.
That's another thing that I have in my head about, like, they will bounce back this week, because not only did they get beat by the Bills, they got humbled by the Bills, which they won't like, and they've had a bye week to prepare for Denver. So like everything kind of says, I would love to see the stats for Andy Reid coming off a bye, but I bet he's won like the
I have
majority
that
of
stat for you.
There we go.
Andy Reid coming off a bye, 26 games in total. How many has he won in his career?
I would say at least 20.
Yeah, 23.
He's won 22. He's 22 and 4 coming off a bye week. So that is interesting as well. But it just all points to a Broncos win for me. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I think it's going to all come down to how well Mahomes plays. If he gets pressured and gets less than 2.5 seconds in the pocket average, which could very well be possible, they'll lose that game. If that offensive line can protect him and he can complete those short passes, make use of Xavier Worthy, make use of Hollywood Brown, make use of the number one tight end. If
it's Patrick Mahomes, he will. I think, let's be honest, the
not
Broncos
necessarily.
just eked out a win, like, and it was a sloppy win against the Raiders.
That's more what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like,
So it's,
what are we saying? Mahomes needs to put up 11 points.
the Raiders weren't a million miles
That's-
away from getting
yeah.
into field goal range.
Yeah.
Pushing that game into overtime.
Yeah.
And it's just one
yeah,
of those.
I think it's unless Bo Nix has a resurgence.
Momentum
like
is a big thing as well, though, guys. I know that was an ugly game, but they've won 7 on the bounce. That is big momentum. It's
Like
in
somebody else
Denver as well. Is another big thing. I think
really
I
high
think the
up.
Broncos will
Really
get too
high
much.
up.
I think the Broncos will get too much pressure on Mahomes, and I don't think.
Well, what about this from a fantasy standpoint? Who are we looking out for? This in this fantasy sphere.
I'd avoid every.
You're not. You're certainly.
You'd
You're
avoid
not
everybody
looking.
in the game.
There's no.
low score defense shootout.
There's no rushing. Yeah, it could be within a score, and both teams could be less than 20 points.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody goes higher than 20, 25, 26 points.
You still stick with
Travis Kelce will
the
probably
Broncos
equal
defense.
I think if you're looking for anybody on the Chiefs side, you're looking for Kelsey.
Yeah.
At that point, I don't think there's any upside to their running backs going in there against Denver. I think the Denver defense could have a big game.
Is Pat Surtain still out?
He's still out.
Cornerback. That's the one thing that makes me think that Rice can get a bit of joy.
Yeah, he's likely to miss the game. They don't know 100%, but he's likely to miss the game. Fantasy upside for the Broncos. It just depends what Bo Nix comes out. It just depends. There could be fantasy upside for Nix. That's a pretty stingy defense, the Chiefs' defense.
It is, which is something we're not talking about as well.
Mm-hmm. But I would say if you're looking at it on the previous game against the Bills seem to have success in the past game against them. They held the run pretty well, but yeah, if you're looking for pass upside, maybe a big play to Troy Franklin, something like that. But
Franklin, we've been trying to sell Troy Franklin all year.
You know the way you're talking about, like, the defenses. You know the Denver Broncos has the second highest rated defense based on like points allowed a game on average. Kansas City have the third.
Yeah,
so it's a defensive shootout. It's gonna be a close game, big impacts down the line, but it's gonna be a shit game to watch.
Yeah, like the betting odds normally give you like over unders on points. I'd be surprised if it was a particularly high over under.
Yeah,
I think it's 3.5.
But whereas the game that I'm going to discuss, has 48.5 points total expected in this game in the betting market. It is the Seahawks at the Rams. 7-2 teams.
What a game!
This is our 1 and 2 matchup in power rankings.
Probably
most power rankings.
7-2 teams. 2 teams on 4-game winning streak.
This will either prove me right or prove both these guys right.
And
I'm hoping me.
Imagine they tied.
Just can't break the deadlock.
Can't break the deadlock. It's going to come down to a few different metrics. So I suppose talking about like the Rams defense, the run defense being really stingy. So 3.9 yards per carry is what they're allowing at the moment. it means that Sam Darnold's going to have to do a lot. And I know that it's a different Sam Darnold than it was with the Jets and all this kind of stuff, but he's starting to show, even in games where they're dominating, he's starting to show little things like he's had 3 straight games now with an interception, for example. He had 2 fumbles against Arizona as well. And do you know which team has forced 9 fumbles this year? One of the most in the league? The Rams. So if the Rams send their creative blitzes and all this kind of stuff and scramble Sam Darnold the way they did in the playoffs last year, okay, he was on a different team playing for the Vikings, but the Rams put him in a washing machine last year in that playoff game and just like sacked him.
This is in LA, is it?
It's in LA, it's SoFi Stadium. Yeah. So there's that kind of aspect to it. On the other side of the ball, you look at Matthew Stafford having an MVP level season. You're going to come at it with more stats, but I mean, 25 touchdowns and 2 interceptions for starters,
Phenomenal.
is just unbelievable. He's spreading the ball about as well. He's looking really good.
He's really helping you in 2 fantasy leagues this year, Nathan.
Yep.
He's helping me in 1.
Yeah, 25 to 2. I mean, that
It's
is
phenomenal.
Yeah. What other stats did you have in the Stafford thing before we move on?
Stafford, he's the first QB in Rams franchise history to throw 4 touchdowns in 3 straight games.
Wow.
That's only the 7th in NFL history to do that. And if I have him here, I had it somewhere else, but I'll find it. The Rams NFL. Oh, I've missed it somewhere. I'll come back to it if I get it. But the 4 QBs in history. Sorry, guys. It is here. So, there we are. He leads the NFL in touchdowns this year, which you've alluded to. He's one of 4 QBs in history with 20 touchdowns and 2 or less interceptions. The other 3 were Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady.
Yeah,
He's the second player in the last 10 years with 15 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in a 5-game stretch. Aaron Rodgers was the only other quarterback to do that. That was in 2015. And yeah, how do you argue with that?
Yeah, so it's
MVP
just-
stats.
Yeah. So it's just in these kind of games you look for little advantages, and obviously the quarterback advantage is going to the Rams. The Rams are at home, for one thing, tick. You've got the quarterback advantage.
Mhm.
Stafford is a tick.
Yeah.
And then you look at Devontae Adams. I think is going to be a key guy in this game. He's been fantastic in the red zone this year. Been fantastic just touchdown wise. He has 9 touchdowns in the season. He's only got I think 44 catches in the season. He's got 9 touchdowns. And 13.5 yards on average per catch.
That's big.
So he's being targeted deep down the field. He is their big play option down the field. Puka Nacua has had 66 receptions, 775 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's good stats as well, considering he missed a game as well. We talked about Kyron Williams and Blake Corum in our previous episode, kind of like splitting touches. Now it's 14 and 13 touch wise in the last game, respectively. But Kyron Williams is the more explosive running back, 5.2 yards per carry and 2 touchdowns in the last game. On the other side of things, you've got Zach Charbonnet and Ken Walker, and this is where it's getting interesting because they split touches exactly level in the last game, 14 touches each. But Charbonnet was the dominant force, whereas everybody at the start of the season was thinking it was going to be Ken Walker taking. I drafted him in a few leagues. But Charbonnet had 5.9 yards per carry and a touchdown against Arizona. If he continues that kind of thing, could be good. But he's against a stingy defense, already talked about. But Jackson Smith and Jigba, this is the guy I really want to talk about. I think like you're looking at Matt Stafford on one side, and I'm not looking at Sam Darnold as being like the all and end all on the other side. Jackson Smith and Jigba, you talked about maybe potentially going over 2,000 yards this season, which would be incredible. Target share is an interesting thing in the NFL where it's like how much is a quarterback just looking at one guy. The biggest target share ever in history of the NFL, as far as I can tell, is Marvin Harrison, senior this is, in 2002 with 205 targets, 35% target share for the Colts back in 2002. Jackson Smith and Jigba so far this year, 39% target share. 85 of the 219 targets of that team have gone to him.
That's wild.
My goodness.
So yeah, so four out of 10 times he drops back, he's looking at number 11. Like almost just it's incredible. Almost half of plays he's looking at this guy. And in the passing game, he's got 1,041 yards and 5 touchdowns, of course, and he just looks elite.
He looks to be the best in his position this year.
So he's a deciding factor in this game if they just funnel targets to him or if the Rams have a plan for him. I
So
don't know.
that for you is the only tick for the Seahawks.
That's-
Everything else is tick 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 for the Rams.
That's a tick. And if they can find a way to use Shaheed, they got him 2 carries in the last game, so they're obviously trying to get him the ball, but he's not up to speed with the offense. But yeah, 39% target share, so they don't really have another plan other than Smith and Jigba at the moment. But he is a big positive.
I think she
I'm calling the
averages something over 13 yards per catch whenever he was at the Saints as well. So if he actually starts to fit into that offense and learns the playbook, like they obviously went and got him because they believe they have a team to win.
Oh, and the other kind of tick box that like every team has to have, the stat that wins and loses most games is turnover differential, and the Rams have +7 turnover differential in the season, and the Seahawks have -4. So the Seahawks are giving the ball away more than they're getting it, and the Rams are taking the ball away from teams a lot more than they're giving it away. Obviously, with the 2 interceptions.
I would never have thought that, considering how much the Seahawks have started blowing out teams like
A lot of it's on Sam
so
Darnold.
early in games.
A lot of it's on Sam Darnold starting to show a little bit of the old Sam Darnold and
sort of
then
gets
throw
ahead.
interceptions and fumble the ball.
I don't know what it is, but Sam Darnold, even last year when the Vikings really looked really good, he seemed to get a bit fatigued by the end of the year. Like they didn't have a big playoff run, even though they were a solid team.
Yeah.
They sort of got a lot worse as the sort of season got on. Maybe there's just tape on him.
There-
Maybe there's going to be
just-
tape on him.
I think
Jigba
last
and
last
things like that.
season I think it was a soft schedule for the Vikings, and then it was what was it 2 14-1 sides or 14-2 2 14-2 sides whenever they played the Lions the final week to win that division. The Lions
But they did.
crucified them, and then they got crucified by the Eagles. It's good teams starting to figure out quarterbacks like that.
But they did start to figure it out with creative blitzes, and this is where the Rams are really, really good because the Rams have a really fast linebacker core, and they constantly send 2 to 3 man kind of blitzes from that second level.
Yeah, for me, like completely makes sense if you go by the metrics like Thomas would.
You're going for your
Rams.
gut.
Sam,
I'm
for
going
your
gut.
gut.
I'm going gut. I've been on the Seahawks train for
Sammy.
weeks now, and as I said earlier in the previous show, you're starting to catch up. You're starting to realize what I seen about a month
So
ago.
the Rams are
So
my
if the
game
Ra-
pick.
yeah.
You don't agree?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Rams.
You're not
Rams.
going
Rams.
gut feeling. No.
Rams.
Am I on the
No.
minority in
No.
all of this?
Yes.
No, my gut feeling is the Rams. It has been
Yeah.
for ages.
Yeah, my gut
So
feeling is the
that's-
Rams.
I think this game points
So,
too much
I think
towards.
So
the
if you're doing a vote out of the 4 of us, who's going to win that game? You 3 are going
Yeah.
for.
Yes, it's 3-1.
I can't wait until you get this wrong. This is going to be fantastic. Sam Darnold threw 3 interceptions and they'll still win.
Yeah.
Versus Jake Bill
We're
being
never going to hear the end of it.
250
If the
yards.
Broncos and Seahawks win,
I assume these guys are all picking the Chiefs to win.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
We
going to.
did.
Are you going with me?
Oh, have you been swayed?
Go on. You know you want to.
I'd probably go Broncos.
Perfect. There we are. 2-2. 2-2. I've got somebody on my side.
Thomas, what is your game of the week?
My one, and it's going to be less statty.
Less statty
Less
because
statty.
you just came up
Because
with
I've just come up with it about 10 minutes ago.
See if you pick the Patriots, Jets.
Oh no, there's no point because it has to be a close game. So my pick of the week
I asked for that
is going to be the Eagles versus Lions.
one. I love that game.
You know, I think that's going to be an interesting one. You're talking about the NFC champions from last year holding on and fighting against not the NFC champs, sorry, the number 1 NFC seed versus the NFC champs from last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a bit of a revenge game because I think the Lions are a bit like, how on earth did we not get to that championship game? Because we could have won a Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Commanders beating them. Oof.
Commanders beating them
Yikes.
and they got their revenge, but I think this is an interesting one for how good are you in the NFC? This is the litmus test, really.
Yeah,
Um,
this will mix up the whole power rankings, won't it?
It will do because they're quite close together, but a big win against these sides is going to do really well, and they're kind of bit middle of the pack in our top 10.
Yeah, because I don't
And
really
across
know
every
what
top 10.
I don't really know
Sorry,
what to make of
Eagles
either
are,
of these teams.
Eagles are number 2 in my top 10, by the way, and I believe the Eagles are going to win this. Once again, you will catch up to where I'm at.
I think the
I
Eagles. I
don't
think the
think
Eagles
so.
will probably win this game.
I don't think
Got
the
it in
Eagles
my
are
head.
gonna
I think if you have great defense going up against great offense, traditionally great defense will win.
But the Lions
And
have,
it's
It's
in
in
Philly,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
but the
hostile
Lions
crowd.
have a good
Oh, the-
defense as well. It's not like it's terrible defense, but it's not.
Oh
like
no,
it's not like
absolutely
bottom
not.
one.
But the Eagles' defense is potentially becoming elite again. May not have been early in the season, but
There's-
it certainly is becoming it now.
There's very little separating these two, and that's why it's going to be an interesting one. It could be a shutout or a shootout.
I think you're talking both teams over 20 points, but
Yeah.
I think it's a score or just over a score more for the Eagles. I
I'm going opposite way. I'm going to go Lions.
just think the Eagles have that winning mentality, and you've seen
got the
it. You've
Eagles?
seen it
Yeah.
last season.
I think
You've
there's
seen it
kinda
again this
quiet,
season.
like,
But
dominant.
I think
Yeah.
you've got.
So-
A
You're
lot-
going Eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's something about the Lions' culture.
Oh, I
Is
love
that-
the
is
love
that-
the
well,
culture.
Is
Love
that
it.
gritty
Well,
culture? Like
this
they
is-
never feel like they lose a game. Like they will.
This is something as well with the last game there. They scored in every drive,
Yeah.
apart from the nail at the end, obviously. Who counts that? But they handed play calling duty because he's a head coach. He
Yeah.
took play calling
Yep.
duties. Dan
Yeah.
Campbell took play calling duties from their OC,
Hmm.
and they got Jameson Williams
Yeah.
involved,
In
and
the-
Yeah.
Jameer
In
Gibbs
the-
got
Yeah.
more involved.
In the previous 3 games that he didn't have the play calls, they didn't get over 25 points.
Yeah.
Less than
But
25.
then they went over 25. They got 44 points with him doing the play
Yeah.
calling. So that's interesting if he keeps that. Another interesting thing for the Lions, like for the rest of the season and not just this matchup, they're the only NFL side out of the top 30, or out of the 32 NFL sides to not lose consecutive games from October onwards since October 2022. The only team. Every other side has lost consecutive games at some point.
That is a good,
So-
good,
That is
good
a-
stat. I
yeah.
can.
So
yeah,
the
I can't
Lions,
think how you
the
managed.
Lions traditionally
Yeah.
start to get hot around October onwards.
And that's
so
with injuries, and they adapt and they sort of keep playing, and everybody wants to fight. I'm going Lions. I think this is a Lions game.
It's a biting kneecaps game.
Yeah, this is. It's going to be scrappy.
Can be scrappy. So I like that call, but I still like the Eagles in the game.
I like the Eagles in the game.
Going Lions.
You're going Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm finally in a majority.
And
Right.
all
See,
three.
the great thing is because you didn't have as many stats for that one, we can just move on
Nice.
with our lives.
Oh, last stat as well.
Hey.
Hey, last stat. Jameer Gibbs, incredibly talented 23-year-old.
Never
Came
heard
off
of
an
him.
amazing game there. Now has 41 touchdowns before he's turned 24. That is the most ever by any running back or wide receiver in the or tight end in the
It does
NFL.
not
A
surprise
wild
me.
stat.
Second on the list
Is
was
he only 23?
he's only 24 and he's got 41.
Is that the
touchdowns.
stat that amazes you? It's not even a stat, it's his age.
I'm trying to think what I was doing at 23, and it wasn't scoring 41 touchdowns for a professional
So
NFL franchise.
if he keeps up that pace, that helps your call with the Lions
That's
winning.
unbelievable.
Second on the list, which Thomas will be happy about, was Rob Gronkowski with 39 touchdowns before he turned 24.
Yeah, but
Oh, he was. Jeez, that was his
yeah,
dominant.
he was a freak.
That's
Nature.
huge. Jonathan Taylor, another honourable mention, had 36 before he turned
How
24.
many tight ends have that level of dominance at that age? Surely,
Unbelievable. He has the Patriots franchise record for TDs with 79 as well, and the most 100+ yard games for a tight end in Patriots history, 26. The most two touchdown games was 16.
It's like frying my tiny little, my tiny little
For
mind.
anybody that wanted those stats,
Right. That's it's not even a segue, it's a hard right into our locks and our upsets.
Just glad I remembered all of that.
So I'm gonna bring up my pick'em just so I have an eye on this, and Nathan can let us know whether these are lockable or not. So just to keep everybody informed, we're starting locks and upsets of the week, and our locks have to be within 7 points. Yes.
Yep.
And our upsets have to be more than 5 points different. So more than like 4.5, 5 points. Underdogs in those games. Just to keep it a little bit interesting. And I don't know. Does anybody have one that they're just eager just to?
I'm going to go for this is the upset. I think the Cardinals are going to beat the 49ers.
Nice one. We'll have to check with the
That's
Niners.
nice.
with
That's
the
a very good
Niners.
one.
Nah,
What?
too close. Cardinals and 49ers?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Too close.
Too close. What is the spread in that
2.5.
one? 2.5.
Okay.
That's too close. Has to be
Yeah.
over 5, is it? For
Yeah.
the-
Which in fairness is probably where I would have had that spread. That is
The-
closer than most people would think.
Okay. My next
There's
one.
not many
Do we have any?
over 5.
I've got one,
Do you want
which
me to
should
give
be.
you-
I think.
Oh,
I
I
think
just
it's
give
just.
you options.
Yeah. Okay. Give us options. Do it that way.
So you have the Jets, obviously, at plus 12.5.
Why'd you have
No.
to say it that
No,
way?
no one's.
Why'd
no
you
one's-
have to say
Obviously.
obviously?
No one's. No one's going to
Sorry,
pick
yeah.
that one.
There's
No.
12.5.
Well, Matthew picked them last week.
You've got
Well done.
I did.
But, yeah, against-
Bengals at plus 5.5.
What to beat? To lose to
Oh,
the.
Bengals is my
Yeah,
upset.
okay,
that-
yeah. There you go. That's my upset. There we are.
That was going to be my
You
upset.
have
I have to
the-
choose.
Well,
something.
give us some more because we might all
You have
just.
the Bucks at plus 5.5.
At the
Oh, that's
Bills.
that's a
And the
tasty
Bills.
one. That's a
The
tasty one.
Titans at plus 7. Of course.
Yeah.
That's not a bad one.
I mean, the Bucks did have a close game
You
against
got
the
the-
second best team in that.
Raiders
NFC.
over the Cowboys, maybe.
The Browns.
Over the
Browns.
Ravens, yeah.
Ravens at
No,
plus
that's
8.5.
That's not happening.
No, not
And then that's it. The Cowboys is 3.5.
Yeah, that's fair. Just the Cowboys defense is so bad.
I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Bengals.
I'm
I
going,
think the Bucks could be an interesting one, but you know,
I'm gonna do the Bucks just for
shits and giggles.
just for all. You know.
I mean, it could be interesting because the Bucks are a good side and the Bills are not as good
Oh,
as the
sorry. There's
Patriots.
also the Giants and the Packers.
Mhm.
Giants at plus 7.
Yeah,
I
that's,
think
that's fair.
There could be the wild card one. You know the way we heard this the other day, and it's like there's a trap game. You know, if they're bringing in a QB that doesn't have a lot of tape on them, like a Jameis Winston or
Yeah.
a Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that would be.
it could
interesting.
be like an upset because there's
I just
you
don't
know
what
they
the
don't
is
know
that-
what they're going to expect type thing.
Do you have
New
one
head-
of mine out of the ones that
Yeah.
have already been
Also, no
been
head
picked?
coach as well.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, no new head coach.
Yeah, well,
There could be a
I don't
whole-
even know who they've handed the reins over
I
to.
don't think
yet.
they've handed them over to anyone.
Well, I was going to say the Bengals before that, but you had alluded to it in the previous show. So, are we allowed to pick the same team?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's,
I-
not, there's not enough, like,
Yeah,
each week there's not going to be enough options.
I think the Bengals is the most likely upset there.
So
Still
then-
a high-powered offense. You don't know what the Steelers are going to do week on week.
There was an interesting one in there somewhere.
and then our locks. Like, what do we do for locks again?
So within-
hold on, I haven't got my upside yet.
I thought you said the Bengals.
I said it as soon as it was said because we all said it as soon as it was said because
We can all take the Bengals
Awesome.
if we're all thinking it. We can
You
lock it in
know-
and then look really, really stupid whenever they get stuffed.
And then our lock has to be a close game.
yeah, I am going to go Bengals. Because I had it picked beforehand. It's the only one that I've actually got picked as an upset out of those ones.
So if I said my lock was going to be the Rams, is that allowed?
They've got to be within 7.
But
So,
they're
yeah,
against the Seahawks, so
Absolutely.
that'll be a
Absolutely.
close
Flipping
game.
heck, that is bold.
Wait, who did you pick, sorry?
The Rams.
They're the favourites.
Yes.
Yes, but it's
Oh,
got to
sorry,
be
sorry,
within.
sorry,
It's got to be
sorry.
within 7,
Sorry.
and they're bound to be within 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got to be. That's going to
Yeah,
be
it's minus
a
3.
close game. I think.
Minus 3, so.
Good shout, Thomas.
Yeah.
So we all went Bengals then
Yeah.
for the upsets. You are locking in the Rams.
I'm locking in the Rams.
as your lock of the week.
The Chiefs
Wait.
are
Does that-
favourites at minus
Oh
3.5.
no, the Browns were.
The
What
The
was the
Browns
spread
were
in the
my-
Browns game again? Was it 7? You said bang on 7.
Which one, sorry?
The Browns
8.5.
8.5. Nah. Really want to just lock the Ravens the rest of the season, but can't be doing it.
I might do the Eagles. That's my lock.
Ooh, so that's a ballsy one.
It's 2.5, so
So Eagles versus Lions.
the Chargers and Jags are 2.5.
That's gonna be a.
Surprising.
Well,
Never bet
who's
on the Jags.
who's
Chargers are favourites.
yeah, Chargers are favourites. I was gonna say.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go bold on my lock. because I chatted about it so much earlier, and I'm willing it to happen, is I want a Chiefless playoffs this year. I'm going to go lock in the Broncos this year.
Broncos is the underdogs.
I'll lock in the Broncos
Ooh.
this week.
Ow, ow, ow.
That's my lock.
Broncos versus Chiefs.
So even though they're not the favourites, see,
Yeah, you could have done that as your upset, could you?
I don't think it
No,
was
it's
on the
not.
upsets.
3.5. So it is.
Wasn't
Yeah.
quite upsettable.
Otherwise, I would have had it in the upsets.
We're trying to make the upsets like a bit more interesting. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
Who am I gonna lock in?
And there have been plenty of upsets this year in the
Yeah,
NFL,
so
so we're
I'm
bound
gonna
to
go.
be able
I'm
to
gonna go
pick one.
Rams as
Sure.
well.
You're gonna go Rams as well.
because I
We
was
talked
talking
about it,
that
yeah.
much. We're gonna be in lockstep on that one.
Honestly, I cannot wait until the Seahawks give Matthew Stafford and Sean
Let's go
McVay
Rams working
a
next week.
beat
Yeah,
down.
what's gonna happen when if the Seahawks then just absolutely get blown out by the Rams? Like Sam Darnold throws 3 interceptions and
I'll hold my hands up, guys, but it won't happen.
no, you won't.
well, you
Right.
just-
I do. I hold
Tomas-
my hands up when I have to.
Are you ready to go?
I am ready to go. So we did our fancy game last week where we spun a random wheel. It generated you a random team and you had to pick a player. It was almost like a fancy draft all over again. So 1 QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex of running back, wide receiver, and a defense. And we did just regular scoring and things like that. The results were interesting. I'm going to start off with last.
I want to see
It was
this
Nathan. It wasn't close. Nathan was last.
Oh,
Nathan got 66.24 points. His best player was, Smith and Jigba with
That's good.
17.1
That's a
points.
good one.
Yeah, but everybody else just kind of let him down a little bit.
Oh, rubbish!
Going into yesterday,
What a loser.
Adam and I were tied at 93.3 points,
Uh-huh.
with Matthew ahead at 96.
I was
Oh.
ahead. How is my
Wait,
right
And the
leg
only
bunch?
player that Adam had to play was Jalen Hurts, which he's won. He did win. He got the win. He had like the best.
So
he had,
it was
like,
Far
it's
more
such a good team.
nerve wracking than we
Wait a
thought.
second.
But if
Wait.
Jalen Hurts
Wait,
laid
wait,
it
wait,
out,
wait. So what was Matthew's points? 96.
96.08. Mine
Okay.
was 93.3.
Uh-huh.
What was your one player?
Yeah, we're not talking about the one player that did well for me with Jonathan Taylor, who got more than half my points.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's so annoying.
Where's my team? I feel
But
like was
it's-
quite like
And then-
consistent
Yes.
across the
Yeah,
board.
yours was consistent. Like
we-
your tight end let you down a bit. Adams was more consistent.
Can we
To be fair.
can we just repeat my points tally for the
No, we
audience,
also-
please?
we
My
al-
my winning
We
points
also
tally.
remember we laughed at
Yeah.
Matthew's lineup.
Oh,
Yeah, we did. We
incredible.
believe
yeah,
it.
yeah.
We
Jackson.
actually did.
Yeah,
So-
Jackson Dart. Even though he went off, he still got you 26.28 points.
Quote,
Woody Marks 15.1.
Oh, nice.
Ibuka 20.5.
Lovely.
Ertz 7.4. Harrison 12.8. And your Texans defense 14.
to quote a good man last week, I've done the best with the tools I've been given. And you did do the best with the tools you were given. That was an almighty effort
So it
there
was an
last week,
admirable
Matthew.
effort. Where do you see me tank with the best possible tools this week?
So-
And what was my points tally? Just so I can do like a big tick here for
105.12,
Oh.
I think. I have just deleted it. So I think that's right.
105 or 105.1.
It's annoying because how happy you were about your team. Like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
that's,
rightly so.
that's the thing that I hate most about it.
You're seething.
I thought I had a chance to pull off the upset. That's all. I'm annoyed about.
But let's go. So, Nathan, you came last, so you get first pick. I came second last, so I got second pick. Matthew, third.
Hey.
Adam, you get last.
I was
pick
third
overall.
last.
Nathan,
second.
we'll do it. Same thing. I'll just say your team. You don't pick a player yet, and we'll go through.
Perfect.
Your first team is the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, nice.
My first team for my first round pick is the New York Jets. Oh god, I hate this game.
my.
I hate
Well,
this
actually, it's
game.
not good that you got them first. Like this.
Right, then we've got you have the Commanders, Matthew.
That was your team last week.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Oh my goodness.
And Adam has the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. Okay, I
Alright.
can make this work. I can do this. Defend the title. Furiously typing, trying to figure something out here.
I think I know who I'm going to go for. Nathan, you've got the Buffalo Bills. I mean, there's two options you've got there.
Well, it's either James Cook, isn't it? Or...
Or Josh Allen.
Yeah, I got him last week and didn't do me too well.
No, that's true. He is bang average.
Yeah, I'll go James Cook now.
James
You
Cook.
just have such a
James
dislike for that
Cook.
man. James Cook.
I am going to go for my flex, and I'm going to go. Wait, did he get injured? I can't remember. Brees Hall, was he injured? No, he wasn't. He played angry.
I'm not telling you.
Was he injured? I feel like he wants to be injured and just not playing on the Jets anymore.
Why? We've won consecutive games. We're on the up.
Because of your defense?
No, he's fine. I'm gonna take Brees Hall as my flex position.
Okay, so you've got. Oh, you're going to put him straight into the flex. Why not put him running back?
All right, I'll take him running back.
Because you can put anybody in there.
Well, it's because there's no tight ends in the flex, so that makes
But I suppose it's always better having the thing. That was
That's
good.
pretty-
It
That's
makes
good.
more sense
Brees
to
Hall,
have your
who
flex.
who did you go for again? Sorry,
James Cook.
James Cook.
James Cook as your running back. So for me, it's really like there's no starting running backs or wide receivers really at the moment, and their defense is an absolute disaster. So it's between
gonna go-
it's weirdly between Mariota and Ertz, but I think I'm just going to go Zach Ertz again.
You're gonna go Zach
You don't
Ertz
want
again.
to. You don't want to waste your QB position.
Yeah, I want to see if I
until
get a
you
better
get the
QB.
the Commanders next turn.
You don't even want to just do like their defense and just sort of.
Because
You know what?
two might throw like 10
Just
interceptions.
run
I'm
through
going to
positions
start.
again, Thomas, just for the.
One QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex, which is only running back, wide receiver, and defense. There's no kickers.
Perfect. And
Um,
it's standard scoring as well.
standard
isn't it?
scoring, not PPR.
Can I have Trey McBride as
Trey
my tight end, please?
McBride.
Thank you. Big smirk.
Did we do this? Did we do it in reverse order when we did it back, or did we just?
Done it in
I
reverse
think we
order,
did
so
it.
I get this one.
So you get this one. So Adam, your team is now.
Come on.
Oh, you are gonna love this one. You are gonna be so happy. You got Seattle Seahawks.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, the Seahawks.
Lock
Matthew,
him in.
you have
Oh no.
the Seattle Seahawks.
Hey.
I have
Going second on the Seattle Seahawks isn't good though,
Yeah, that's.
because he's already locked it in.
the New York Giants.
You didn't sound too happy about that one.
Happy about that one.
Are you going to pick their
God.
defense again this week, or
Nathan, you have Denver Broncos.
Well, I think I know what's up.
There you go. So Adam, who are you going for on the Seahawks?
I'm going to go for Smith and Jigba, please.
Smith in Jigba.
You could have probably guessed that.
Yeah, that was going to be an obvious one.
So I've talked up the Rams. Hold on, I've talked up the Rams' run defense, so I can't pick there. The only bright spot with it was in Jigba, so you've gone there.
Yep.
Sam Darnold's going to fumble, so I can't go there.
Mhm.
The 48.5 point over under in that game, so
Yeah,
they
there's-
struggle with the defense.
Playing the number one offense, yeah.
Then the number one offense, but they are the number one defense, I believe, in fantasy, or thereabouts.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bet on them maybe getting a turnover or two.
Okay.
Maybe, but the turnover differential is throwing me on that.
I believe in you, bro, and you know I believe in Seattle, so you got this.
Don't trust him.
Yeah, I believed in the Steelers last week. That didn't work out well for you.
I've got such an urge to write Sam Darnold.
It's a high scoring game.
I'm going Sam Darnold.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna bet on a back and forth kind of.
And I'm going to bet that 40% of his passes go to my wide receiver. So
I'm gonna bet that 40% of his passes go to the
Rams
Los-
defense.
Los Angeles Rams. Sam Darnold. Oh, I felt so bad.
Are you doing the best with the tools you've
I'm-
been given?
I'm gonna go for someone we talked about earlier, Johnson, for the Giants on tight end.
Theo
Johnson.
And Matthew said he's due a
He's due a TD.
touchdown,
He's
yeah.
due a tutty.
Mhm.
And if he's got Jameis Winston thrown to him, he's going to get 20. So I'm banking on a big game there.
Awesome.
Nathan, who you got?
I think I just have to go for the defense. The Broncos.
Broncos defense.
Broncos.
It's a
Good
tough
shout.
matchup, and I can't trust any of the actual receivers getting anything. So
Broncos D.
Your next team? Atlanta Falcons.
It's good. It's good.
My next team? Watch me get the Seahawks or the Giants again. Don't you dare. The Commanders.
Can you say that louder? Who was
I
that?
got the
I feel like there's
Commanders.
some bias
Ah.
in the Commanders here. They told like
What
6
is going
times.
on?
So many times.
Matthew, you get the Pittsburgh Steelers. See the
No.
Against the
bad
Bengals,
defense, against the
against
bad
the
defense.
Adam, you get the New England Patriots. Your favorite team against the Jets.
Oh my goodness. Lock
Alright.
it in.
Who did you took Ertz, didn't you?
I took Ertz.
You took Ertz.
Yeah.
Who are you going to take?
I just oh god, this is just brutal.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to have a look at this
Number
one.
27 in our power rankings.
He's had such a rough time of it recently.
Go on, Nathan, who you got?
I think I'll go Drake London.
Drake London.
Nice.
He's had a couple of really good weeks. I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna pray that I get bog standard Tua. And I'm gonna go the Commanders defense.
Commanders defense. Fair enough.
That's risky.
Sorry,
but
sorry, hold,
I like the
hold
thought
on.
process.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
Drake London from wide receiver.
that's a great shout.
Brilliant shout.
And we will talk more about why later on as well. And then you went the D.
Defense, yep.
Commanders. Ooh. That's a terrible defense.
Number 6 wide receiver in fantasy this
It's
year
like
as well.
it's an awful defense.
Brilliant
but I'm
shout.
like, I don't want to waste a slot on anything
He
else.
only knew about him because Matthew used him.
I'm gonna go Jalen Warren.
Nice.
He's on a bit of a hot streak at the moment.
You're not trusting Metcalf or Rogers?
Metcalf's on a bit of a cold streak at the moment, so I think I'm gonna go for Jalen Warren's been a top 10 running back in 2 of the last 3 weeks. I just found out there. I did not know that before I looked it up.
Before you furiously looked at it.
Yeah,
So yeah, sounds good against a bad defense.
It's pretty simple, man. Drake May, lock him in at QB.
Drake May, best QB, MVP. Drake May, love it.
No, no, it's Stafford.
Especially with a soft matchup like that as well.
Yeah.
God.
I'm actually kind of I'm actually kind of hoping I don't win this week, and it's because of my quarterback.
Quarterbacks on Thursday Night Football, I don't know. They haven't got too many points.
That's
thus
true.
far.
Yeah, been terrible games this week.
Right, reverse.
You ready?
Reverse.
You've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Adam. I hate you so much.
Matthew,
Look at that team.
you actually have a good one here. You got the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh yeah, they're against the Raiders. Okay.
Oh,
So that could be that could be a good one.
That's
I
a lot of
have.
okays.
Ooh, I have the LA Rams,
Oh, come on.
Who do you have left? To pick?
His quarterback, does he not?
and then Nathan, you have
Thomas Justice.
the second best team in the league, the Jags.
You got us hopes up
I know
there.
he was so excited for a brief second.
Who are you going with?
I'm going with Egbuka, please, as my
in
flex.
your.
It's so much easier to pick players when you get good teams.
So much easier. Some would
So
say
much easier.
ridiculously easy.
This team.
Sorry, I forget where-
I'm really liking the team, guys.
where was I? I completely forgot the team I got, and it was a good one.
You got. Who did you get?
Oh, I'll remember. You had a really good team.
I got the Rams. That doesn't help anyone.
Oh, I got the Cowboys.
Yes. You did.
Oh yes.
So it's Lamb, isn't it?
Lamb. I am gonna go Stafford.
Matt Stafford sounds like a decent shout.
Nathan.
I suppose it has to be Travis A10.
Etienne. The
Travis Etienne.
Travis
Etienne.
Etienne in your flex.
But Nathan, don't worry, you've got first pick this time around. First pick.
That doesn't mean anything. What?
First
It's a
pick.
random
Yeah.
wheel.
Yeah, but
Just wait for it. Just wait until you get the
you're gonna
Commanders
a
again.
Really, really.
It's the Commanders.
No, I'm
Is
just
it?
kidding. It's the Texans.
Texans are playing the Titans this week.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And then I have.
The only positions I have.
I like my team even less.
Who'd you
than
have?
last week?
I have the Commanders.
There is
No, you
something
don't.
going on here. That's a set.
Oh.
What is going on with this? We can't
Uh,
have it. We've picked the Commanders like 7 times over 2 weeks.
well, I am fine if we want to skip.
No.
no.
No, you have a wide receiver and a flex.
This is your game. You live
Don't-
by the rules.
Don't hit the Commanders again. Don't you dare.
Well, you have the Jags.
hey, okay, I take that.
And Adam. Commanders. It's the Commanders!
It is the Commanders.
Oh my.
What's going on with this? Good lord.
Can confirm.
Oh,
Definitely.
Can I
Commanders.
confirm who everybody's
Yeah.
picked for the Commanders just so I know who I can pick?
I have Ertz, and you have the Commanders
Yeah.
defense. And
Okay.
That's it so far.
Nathan, who you got?
So I've got quarterback and tight end.
Oh,
left.
jeez. Lord.
And do I? Oh, it's against the Tennessee Titans. Do I go with Mills? And just
He was the number 1 QB last
Yeah.
week, you know.
or Schultz is also a good tight end. Like. You know what? I go Mills.
Good lord.
He's against the Tennessee Titans, so surely.
Davis Mills.
That is. It's a good show.
Interesting. If true. Right, wait, who's your commander? Who's the third commander? off
Who's the
board?
third commander off the board? I suppose I've just got to go for him, and it's like the only person I can think of. I'm gonna
Oh
go
my goodness.
Rodriguez
Oh my goodness.
in my flex.
How deep are you having to go?
Yeah, Rodriguez in my flex, please.
I can't even pick the defense.
No,
I have to pick a running back. Oh my goodness.
Third or fourth flag.
What is going on?
My
Oh.
Jacksonville Jaguars. So I've either got the defense or somebody to throw in the flex. Could be Bayshore Tootin. Could be a wee sneaky Bayshore Tootin game, but it's going to be Parker Washington. I've talked to him up a wee bit.
Fair
I'll
enough.
Full Parker Washington to get a wee sneaky.
this is Adam's first bad draft pick.
Yeah.
Like,
Ever.
first,
Well,
like
Cardinals defense last week was a bad one as well.
that's
True.
not.
That was the very last
Yeah.
pick.
So it has to be a running back.
Has to be-
And he
yeah.
just picked
Am
Chris
I
Rodriguez.
allowed to pick nobody? Like, is this
No.
a is this
No, you gotta
actually
pick
an
some-
option?
But like, if he gets you 1 point, he's better than nobody.
Could very well get minus points. Can I have Krosky Merritt, please?
Ooh.
Come on.
All
Come
right.
on.
So obviously, if it's defense, you can't.
Do you know
have
what?
the
He's going to have a
Commanders
good week. I believe in
So-
him. I believe in that Commanders team. No, I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
You know
so
what?
that- yeah,
He's
that-
gonna-
that-
he's
that-
gonna
This
be-
is true. If it spins on
Yeah.
the defense and you
You
can't
can't-
take the
again. Yeah,
defense,
you just spin it again.
you have to spin again.
Okay.
You're going to be happy about this defense.
Probably not.
It's the LA Rams.
Oh, no! No, I've just talked up Seattle all of tonight. Oh, no.
Matthew, what have you got left to
Or
pick?
D, just a D.
You've got a D. You're going to love this one because this is actually a really good one.
I got so
Texans.
excited.
Texans, what
Texans defense.
Oh,
a D.
what?
I had them last week as well. Love it.
Mine last one is wide receiver,
A wide receiver.
and that's actually not what I wanted. I got the Eagles, so it's not a bad team.
So,
Just don't really throw the ball.
so what I want from this to explain the Rams defense and to explain Smith and Jigba, I want Sam Darnold to throw everything to Smith and Jigba, like 80% target share.
80%
Yeah,
target share.
yeah.
Down
20%.
down the field for like 300. The NFL records 336 yards for a game by Flipper Anderson back in 1989.
Whoa.
Break that record,
Flipper Anderson.
but be a classic.
Is that a name?
Be a classic 3-0 win
Sounds like
for
a
the
good one.
Seahawks, but the Rams get like 7 turnovers.
Love it.
That's what's going to happen.
3-0 win with 336
You think it's
yards.
possible?
Yeah.
With Flipper Anderson yards?
Yeah.
You can't have a 3-point game with Flipper Anderson yards. Doesn't happen.
You bet it, flipping can.
I'm gonna go for my wide receiver. I'm gonna go Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith. Sorry, we're in a bit of a flip at the
Yeah.
moment. Right, sorry,
We're in a flipping weird
Devonta
mood.
Smith. It's good. I like it.
And Nathan, what's your
I
last?
only have tight end.
You've only got tight end,
So we're flipping
you
over to
won.
Nathan here.
It's Flipper Anderson.
You've got
Take a
Denver
look at what-
Broncos. Who's the Denver Broncos tight end?
Flipper. I swear, he
Evan
does
Ingram.
hold around.
Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram.
Aye.
There we go. We have our teams locked in for.
I'm pretty confident that that's going to happen. 337 plus yards. Smith and Jigba. Classic 3-0 win. Sam Darnold, 6 interceptions.
6 interceptions.
Number
So
20
80% target share
Mike.
TJSN
Mhm.
and 20% target
Yeah,
share.
he'll throw the ball like
Rams.
55 times. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what's
awesome.
going to happen.
I love it.
I quite like my team this week. Not as much as last week, but
What about our fantasy dream team from last week?
oh,
guys?
good lord.
This is something I
Do
don't
we
like.
do we have to do this?
This is something I don't like. I never
Okay,
like it.
let's
Get rid of this.
let's do this. So the dream team percentage last week was 35%.
Yeah,
that
and-
was the percentage we wanted.
And
to beat.
I will say that as Thomas called me out on earlier, I have incorrectly gone off the 6 point for touchdown, passing touchdown
Okay.
thing, but I'm sticking with it because that's the stats I have written down. Bo Nix was our QB.
I do apologize profusely for that one because I did argue quite a lot last
Sev-
week for that.
Should've been so much better.
7.8 points.
No,
QB
no.
25, almost the worst you could play.
Oh my goodness. Right,
James,
okay.
James Cook, 8.2 points. RB 31, pretty bad. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 14.3, so better, but wide receiver 18, so not great. And Brock Bowers, almost the worst starting tight end.
Can I just say,
3.2 points.
can I just say,
Tight end
and
29.
this was in the show last week.
No, I cut it out.
It was
The-
Nathan's fault.
I said Trey McBride. The decision was handed over to you,
I cut it
and
out.
you usually choose right. You usually think the same way I
You
do.
picked the wrong
but
one.
you
Not
picked the
fault.
wrong one, and I said this last week. You picked the wrong one. You're like, but you let me choose. I was
But-
like, but yeah, you chose the wrong one, and you did.
But it's even worse when you compare it against the starting stats. So again, this is 6 point for passing touchdown leagues, so it's a bit skewed.
Okay.
Matt Stafford, 34.9 points.
Uh-huh.
Jonathan Taylor, 48.1.
Oh jeez.
Drake
Why
London.
didn't we
Drake
just go
London,
with Jonathan
second
Taylor?
week in a row, Drake London's been the number one wide receiver.
Oh, don't know.
So you go 21.4 points.
So we're picking him this week.
And Trey McBride, 23.2 points. 20 points more than Brock Bowers.
It wouldn't have mattered.
So they
Well,
so that
we'll
hold
saved
on.
a wee bit of face.
So hold on, that was 127.6 points. We got 33.5 points.
Oh no.
26%.
Oh my goodness, we're going
So
backwards.
what did
but
Taylor got
points.
more than our?
Oh yeah. Matt Stafford in this scoring format got more than our entire
Why
team.
didn't we go for Stafford?
I have no idea.
So that being said, who is
We
on the
go
table
again.
This
Can we
We'll pick ourselves up. We dust yourselves
Guys,
off.
last week.
do you have anybody in mind, Thomas?
Let's do this.
I think, and I like this.
Do you?
You like it?
We
really
flanked
like
a lot
this
of our picks.
one. I really like
Why
this
did
one.
you sound like Donald Trump or something?
I really like
Because
this.
I'm gonna
Pick
say
I like this.
I'm
He's a
gonna
very good
say-
player.
something
This
that
is going to be the best fantasy team.
Adam's not going to agree with, but I'm going to go Drake May.
I think Drake made such a good shot this week.
I mean, the Jets have sold their defense.
But I did just say Thursday night
What
football.
about Davis Mills
No.
against the Titans?
No.
Nah, we're rolling it
No,
out.
we're not doing this.
Justin,
No. We didn't even talk about Davis Mills once, apart from
I'm
saying
joking.
we're not going to talk about
Justin,
Yeah.
Justin
Why-
Herbert struggled against the Titans a couple of weeks ago. If you look at it that way, the Titans' defense it wasn't the worst.
It's the
Second
worst.
worst.
Oh, is it? Really?
No, yeah, it's the third worst.
The third worst. Well, okay.
How
I'll
All-
eat
all
my
I'm thinking
words
about
then.
is like,
Right. How about Justin Herbert, number 3 quarterback in fantasy, and he's playing against the Jags this week?
No,
Or-
because the Jags have a
Do you
tendency
have
to screw us.
do you have a bounce back week? Probably not.
No.
It's the Jags.
No.
what about Joe Flacco?
Against the Steelers.
Against the Steelers. Steelers have been historically bad against the Bengals recently. I'm still.
I like your choice, Thomas.
I'd say
I like
Drake
your
May.
choice,
I
but
think
I can't say it because they're playing the Jets on Thursday Night Football. So I'm not picking Drake May. I'll leave it up to you guys.
Drake May.
I'm happy enough with Drake May.
Drake May.
Are you happy with that, Nathan?
Yes.
Or do you feel sorry for your old buddy, old pal over here?
No, not for you.
No, not at all. Okay, we're going Drake May.
Drake May be a good choice.
So,
So yes.
so we're going a Thursday night quarterback again this week.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
I actually, to make it interesting, we jumped to our tight end because our tight end was our Thursday night one last week as well. Who do we have at tight end this week?
Hunter Henry.
Do we?
We're just picking all pitchers.
And why do we not just have Trey McBride?
I think you just go Trey McBride.
You go Trey
I don't,
McBride.
you go with the hot hand. I think he's gonna.
Trey McBride, please.
You know.
Honestly, if Aranda Gadsden plays, the Jags have been that flimsy against tight ends that I would consider him. But yeah, I think Trey McBride. We've looked past him too many times.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why he's not going to score well this week.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, how many hot streaks can he have? Like,
Talking about hot streaks, wide receiver has been the same person 2 weeks in a row, so
it can't be a third.
it can't be Drake London again. Or can
Mm.
CD Lamb against Vegas.
No, I'm going for 337 yards, Smith and Jigba. Best wide receiver in football.
That's not actually a bad. It's not actually a bad shot.
I like it.
JSN's not a bad
Against the
shot.
Rams, do you think he's going to score high?
JSN would be mine.
Do you?
do you think?
I think it's potentially a high scoring game.
We have Jamar Chase
But even
against
if
Pittsburgh.
it isn't, like Matthew's target share stat was incredible on him.
Yeah.
He's going to get the ball thrown to him a lot.
I like the idea of Jamar Chase.
I like the idea of Chase against
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
That's the other Bengals game is going to be a massive.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a.
Do you prefer Chase
I
over
prefer Chase.
Smith and Jigba? Yeah.
Just because it's two bad defenses.
And who else did you say, Matthew?
I had CD Lamb as a thought.
What do you think, guys?
I'm gonna go Jamar Chase.
But CD Lamb has not been particularly great this
Do you
year. He
think
is
Jamar
getting
Chase,
more
Nathan?
Just because of the matchup.
Yeah.
Not like I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you're talking about is better. It's just
Okay.
He's locked in. He's locked in.
Okay, yeah, I can get on board with that.
But Adam's gonna
Actually,
laud it over us
Yeah.
when
Whatever
Yeah.
Smith and
Well,
Jigba and the
whatever it's called.
Seahawks
JSN.
show what they're made of.
Whenever he gets 300, if he gets exactly 337
My
receiving
goodness.
yards, if he beats that Flipper Anderson guy, I mean, what are we even doing? Disband the entire thing.
You just let me make all the picks next week if this happens.
You just sit here like this.
Mhm.
Tell us-
Welcome
Tell
to the
us
show
what-
where nobody else is going to talk this week.
The Flipper Anderson invitational, and it's
Oh,
just
if we
Adam.
can get Flipper Anderson on the show at some
we can
point.
get Flipper Anderson.
Is he still flipping about?
Oh, right, okay.
Running back, Devon Aja.
See, I'm gonna go no on that one.
Why are you going on that one?
just because he wants Trevion Henderson. that's probably it.
I was gonna say Trevion Henderson. No, I'm just kidding. Because you know who I think is gonna be quite slick. Well, I mean,
You're
he's the
guessing
only
what
thing.
numbers, like.
Yep, Jonathan Taylor's on a bye week. I'm on the A-Chan train.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out.
I will.
How do we feel about the only bright spark of this terrible, terrible team in offense?
Brees Hall?
No, God.
Oh,
no.
right, okay.
Genty. Like even last week, he got like 19 points
Yeah,
in that low scoring
he
game,
is against a bad.
and he's against a bad defense. He's against one of the worst defenses in the league,
Mm.
and he is literally now they're just starting to feed him the ball.
I don't hate Ashton Gently as an out there.
I mean, Achan had a superb week last week, but I think it was more of an anomaly.
Let's not try to be hipster over this. A-Chan's still the number 3 running back in football.
Look, we did a thing.
It's a
last
great
week
ma- it's a
where
great matchup.
We went for the top players who were available from last week, and we failed. So I'm
we
just
go top
proposing.
No,
Yeah,
we didn't. We
couldn't.
didn't pick Jonathan Taylor. That was
No,
a mightily obvious
because
one.
Jonathan,
We did.
no, Jonathan Taylor had a bad week last week, so we didn't pick him. We picked
Yeah, he had one bad week.
We picked Christian McCaffrey.
So we
Yeah, and
decided.
picked Christian
So we
McCaffrey.
decided to overreact and not take a beat, as Matthew would say, and try to be too clever about
But
it.
then McCaffrey was like the first week he had bad.
Yeah.
The week we
Even like
Not bad.
trying to be even more like maybe too clever with it. Like Jonathan Taylor just ran all over the Falcons. Rico Dowdle plays the Falcons this week.
Yes.
Rico
That was
Dowdle's
a
been
great shout.
Rico Dowdle's been
They're giving it-
RB1,
That's all they're
RB2,
giving it
and RB2 twice.
Yeah.
They're giving it to nobody else in that team too.
And he got
It's
18
just
touches
that
last week. He
Russell
got 25 touches against the Packers the week before.
What points did he get? What points did he get on the week there against the Saints?
We got 13.8, but that's a poor Saints game. He was the one shining spot there. He got 27.1 points against the Pack the week before.
Oh, Chan has my vote.
I would still probably go Achan to be fair, and I like going running backs in those international games as well as in Spain.
It's in Spain.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
that's
I
the Madrid
understand
games.
what you're saying about Gente, and it's such a favourable matchup,
Yeah.
but I think we've tried to be too cute numerous times about this.
I don't think it's even cute, but yeah, I'll go Achan.
Who
He's
do you-
being cute.
who do you think?
I like all the calls, but I'll go Achan just for the safe option.
I also don't want to pick Achan, and the only reason for that is because he's on a league I'm doing quite well in. So I don't want him to have a bad week. But it seems like the way things go for us is we pick them on their bad
You
weeks.
know, like that Drake May, Devon Achan, Jamar Chase, Trey McBride. Feels good.
Don't say anything. It
Feels
just-
really good.
No,
Like unbelievably good.
Just
Like
stop.
it could not possibly go wrong.
someone's gonna die on the way to.
Gonna top it all off then with bold predictions, Adam. What do you have for us this week?
I'll go through the previous week as well, and then do my ones for this week. So the previous week I had the Falcons to beat the Colts, and unfortunately one of my good pals I'm looking at right now just beside the camera decided to say, "Oh, this prediction's going to happen. You're doing really well," and then it went to overtime.
Jinxed it, the classic.
He jinxed it.
Classic jinx.
I called it on the chat. I said he had just jinxed it. What happened? They go and lose that game.
Unbelievable.
So very, very close, but didn't get that bold prediction right. Other bold prediction from last week, Drake May to get less than 200 yards and less than 100 quarterback rating. He got both those things on every game he had played this season. He got 270 yards, unfortunately, but he did get an 89.4 QB rating, so I was half right about that. And then the last one was Jackson Dart for more than 350 yards from scrimmage, so passing and rushing combined, and 4 TDs altogether. He went off early in the fourth, didn't
I
he?
think so.
And at that point, he had 2 rushing touchdowns and he had 308 total yards. So he was on to do it, but just the football gods just didn't want me to have one this week, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So
just-
we move on to this week.
Just Cam Scalabo's been teaching him how to run the ball, and it's not not working well. The head first kind of
Yeah.
mentality.
Head first, just get
Yeah.
yourself concussed. It's fine.
It's terrible.
Bold predictions for this week. So I have at number 1, it has to be agreed by you guys as well, to see if it's bold enough.
Oh,
The Bengals to beat the Steelers and concede less than 25 points.
I mean,
Well, the
it's,
first half, that's
yeah.
alright. Like,
No, the first half's not bold. The
Yeah.
second half's bold.
Well, 34%
I like it,
of
yeah.
people, 34% of people on the pick'em think that the Bengals are going to win. So 2/3 of people are picking the Steelers to win.
oh.
It's a 3-6 going up against 5-4 leading the division.
No, I
And
like it.
it's also the less than 25 points is a big one on that.
lots of
yeah, the 25 points is
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's really
both
good.
the things have to happen for that to be bold. Yeah.
I think if you put money on that, you get pretty good odds.
Yeah.
Second one is the in line with the Broncos going to win, hopefully. The Broncos to win and keep the Chiefs' offense below 280 yards total.
280 yards total.
Total.
That is low
That is low.
That's very low.
That is low. I feel as
for
if
Patty Mahomes offense.
I feel as if Patty Mahomes is going to get
For a
very little
game
time. He's going to
that
have
we
the
think is
Broncos
gonna
in
be a
his
defensive
face. The
shutout.
Chiefs are going 5-5.
Yeah, I mean it's a decent shout.
Yeah,
It's a
alright,
decent
yeah,
shout.
fair.
I like it.
And I just really hope it happens. I want a Chiefless playoffs. That's all I want for Christmas.
Chiefs-less playoffs
That's all
in
I want for
a
Christmas.
7-team playoff
Mm.
slot. You think they're going to miss one of those wildcard spots? Considering we currently hold one of those wildcard spots.
Mhm. Yes, I do.
That's another bold prediction.
Mm.
Just go and beat the Chargers. Just go and do it. Put a 40 burger on them, Matthew.
Oh, I wish. I wish we could ever put a 40 burger.
The next one is in line with apparently my beloved Seahawks. It was a bit like Matthew with the Colts a couple of weeks ago. Stafford to throw 2 interceptions and less than 200 yards against that Seahawks defense.
That's not a bold call. That's a terrible call.
It's bold.
That's
and
two
it's going
two
to-
interceptions.
Yeah.
He's gonna double his
No,
interceptions.
He's
for
going
the
to
year.
double his interceptions. He's going to
That's
throw for
crazy.
less than
That's-
200 yards. They're going to refer to the run game.
I loved the boldness.
Yeah,
of
That-
it.
that
That's
is-
crazy.
That is mighty bold.
Crazy
That one.
bold.
That
That's
is.
bold.
That is.
Yeah.
That's
You
that's
really
like bold.
think-
That's like Bold Detergent could sponsor that one. Sponsored by Bold Laundry Detergent.
Oh.
Yeah, that is probably the most bold. So it goes from the least bold down to the most bold.
Yeah.
I like
If
it.
the most bold happens and combines with Smith and Jigba getting 337 yards next week, like you have to just bow down to me.
No.
I believe you should.
We'll never.
If Stafford throws for fewer yards than Smith and Jigba catches,
I don't know what's happening with football anymore.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll maybe just like take a nap
So-
for a week and just miss this shit.
So, do you realistically think any of that happens?
That,
Not the
I-
last one, no.
I like the Bengals one. I think
Yeah.
it does happen.
I think that it's because it's not like the Steelers can't put up big points. It's just the fact, it's
Yeah,
just
I know.
on will the Bengals
And-
defense shut them out?
and I think if the Broncos win, I think that's how they win.
Yeah, they stop Mahomes.
I think
They-
with Joe Burrow being lifted off back, I think this is going to hopefully cause a little bit of spark in the Bengals.
Yeah.
Like, they might turn around and be like, okay, if we actually get a stop or slow people down, we're going to get to the playoffs.
I don't know,
Yeah,
that
still,
defense
it's like-
But that
doesn't work.
defense is so, like, it's just so poor.
Like I think the Bengals still potentially put over 30 points on the Steelers that game, or close to 30 points. So that less than 25 points is pretty important
Yeah,
in
the
terms of
old
the Bengals
Flacco.
winning. But
Oh, Flacco resurgence.
Yeah.
yeah, and the Stafford one, these are just all nays on.
yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
I do. I think it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
not absolute bananas.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait until this happens.
If it happens, I mean, take it back.
You know what you should do with your bold calls?
That's the
The
intro.
good
Will
words
just
of
be,
Andy Gray.
the
You know-
intro next
yeah.
week will just be you going.
Take up those, son.
You know what you should
You're
do with your
dumb,
bold calls, and what I'd love to see is you actually making bets out of these and telling us what odds you get on them.
The odds on that one
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
be
Because, yeah.
astronomical.
Okay.
Yeah, Stafford
They-
under because
they-
you're going to get an under over on passing yards, you're going to get an under over on interceptions, you're going to get an
I'll write
under
it
over on
down.
thingies.
I'll write it down. I'll
Put
do
bets on all your bold calls.
I'll do the research
let-
for the betting
yeah.
odds for this week, and
Yeah.
I'll do the research for the betting odds for my bold predictions next week. So I'll have them ready,
Ah.
and I will put a £1 bet on each of those
Yeah,
to win.
and let us know how you get on. Yeah,
This is absolutely what I need is more research.
yeah,
Love a bit of research.
Have you seen this book? I mean,
Yeah.
jeez.
it's
wild.
That picture's just for tonight's.
Hmm.
That's
There are many, many more at home.
well, but I do. I like it.
Hmm.
I like all
Right.
the goals.
Awesome,
I think that's
nice,
us. I've been
good
Yeah.
job, guys.
dealt a bad hand in my
Pleasure as always, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Game again.
yeah. I mean,
Thanks everyone for watching.
the commanders.
And any
Bye.
any
Right.
comments throughout the week? Yeah, especially about my bold predictions. If you fire them on, I'll try to answer them.
Oh yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Get your start sets in, get all that kind of stuff in. Yeah, go for it.
Thanks.